Hello humans, one and all, Axel Peacemaker here, bringing you something I've been trying to bring you guys for a very long time. I fucking absolutely adore this game. It's Kerbal Space Program! Yay! Now unfortunately I lost my progress when I changed computers, but that's okay because I was gonna start a new game for you guys anyway. I'm probably going to run a sandbox map for you guys as well. But I want to start off with the career first. I want the first episode to just be me making progress in the career for any of you who have never played Kerbal Space Program before. Alright, thank you for welcoming me to the Space Center, sir. Let's get started. Wow, the fucking... I don't know why the color's so high. Okay, anyway. Very basic. Very basic stuff. Actually, you know what? We don't even need to be here. We need to get some missions first. That's what we need to do. So we're going to come on over here to mission control. And let's gather scientific data from Kerbin. We can only hold two jobs right now until we can update it. So we'll get scientific data from Kerbin. And we'll launch our first vessel. Alright guys, let's do it. Alrighty, so... first vessel launch is always something very simple. You don't have a lot of parts, and that's just what it comes down to. We'll do that. Throw on this little engine here, and we don't need that. We do need some fins though. And boop. And can we get a parachute? Yes, we can. There we go. And we're going to put a mystery goo container on it. Just as something... oh, no. Fuck it. Let's do it! Alright guys, so if you've never played Kerbal Space Program before, there is an intense amount of science to this game. Intense. It is absolutely incredible. Let me just reset my staging here, because I didn't do it in there. It's very scientific. Not necessarily accurate to the physics of our world. However, scientific. It is very. As an airplane mechanic, I can tell you that it does operate very firmly on center of mass, lift, and thrust, which is exactly how you fly. So let's do it. We launched our first. Contract complete. Launch our first vessel. Oh yeah! What else do we get? Oh, we set a record. Alright guys. There we go. Launched our first vessel up into the air. Let's get a crew report. Yes, please. Keep it experiment. And... okay. Alright, so we... was that enough for my challenge? Achieve goal. Obtain... oh, from Kerbin. Okay, so once we get down on the ground, we are going to... oh, finally! Okay, so once we get back on the ground is when we will collect our scientific data from Kerbin, and then we will have completed both of our missions. Now, what I said finally about is this guy right here. For the longest time, for the entire time I've been playing this game, I have never, ever had my stability help right here. Ever. But every time I watch somebody play it, they always have their stability help right there. So I'm so happy. Ooh. Oh, okay. So very happy that I finally have it. I need to slow down, or I'm going to lose my parachute. Slow down. Oh! Well, ooh, that's new. Alright, so where am I going? I'm just going to zoom away from Kerbin. Revert to launch. So they've changed this game. This game has... it would appear this game is updated since the last time I played it. I haven't played it since I got my new computer. So yeah, they definitely changed. They changed some of the stuff that they changed a lot of the graphics, and it seems like they changed quite a bit. I haven't played this game in months, so. Alright, so let's get our stuff from the surface of Kerbin. Oh yeah, I don't want to transmit. I want to hold it. Crew report, hold it. Okay. Now we can launch. Spoop and spoop. Oh, I forgot to separate my staging. Oh, this is going to be bad. Or cool. Either way, we'll find out. Alright, so we went up like 1,000 feet. But it counts as a launch, and that's what's important. But I forget to set my staging, so my parachute popped at the same time that my fuel went off. So that's why it was like flipping all over the place. Oh, good job, Jeb. Good job, Jeb. You definitely handled that like a true champion, and it is appreciated. Jebediah Kerman, everybody. Jebediah Kerman. Let's go into his view, see what he sees. Oh, he's not seeing much. There's no really, just that one window on this capsule, so no views for Jeb. Oh, wait, no. No good views for Jeb. Once we upgrade, we can also... Ooh, what's this? What's this button? Remove slot. Oh, what's this? So once we get to a certain point, we can EVA, which is Jeb coming out of the space shuttle. And like when you're in space, he'll cling on to the side of the thing, and when you're on Kerbin, you can, or on any planet rather, you can get down, you can walk around, you can do all sorts of stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's get us down on the ground here. Boom! And there you go. Let's EVA Jeb. Space. Oh, he fell down. And we can just run around. Do little Kerbin stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have another milestone. First EVA test at home. Boop. Review report. Cool. All right. That's that. We're going to recover them. Boom, boom. Look at that. We got 2.4 science points for the EVA report from the launch pad. And we got 5 science for recovering, which is awesome. So we have 12 science now. We're going to recover the spaceship as well. Yeah, look at that. All right. So then. Oh, what's all this? Okay, so I apologize if I keep asking what is what. There's my scientific data from Kerbin. I apologize if I keep asking what is what, but like I said, they have changed this game quite a bit since the last time I played. So all of these buttons right here were never here before when I played a couple of months ago. Also, this warp to the next morning was also never here. You used to just have to like super accelerate like that in order to get to the next morning. This is cool. I like what they've done with this. This looks so much nicer than it was before. And it was already nice before. Alright, so let's go to mission control. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I want to upgrade mission control. Sorry. Let's upgrade mission control. We'll upgrade that. Now we can hold 7 missions, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. I don't have enough money for that, so let's get some missions. Let us do... We can test the swivel. We can test the hammer. We can test the parachute. We can test the flea. Take a crew report in flight above 18,500 meters. Okay, we can do that. We can do that one too. And shit, we can do that one too, because they're all like within the same. Alright guys, let's do it. Go build us up another ship. We'll earn some more money. We'll upgrade our launch pad. What? No. go here. Vehicle assembly. Now we have some things that we need to test out, so let's jump this. Why can't I move you anymore? Thank you. Good God. Alright, so let's see what missions we have to do. Or what contracts. We have to take a crew report in flight above 17,700 meters and then more above that. So the highest that we have to go is 18,500 meters to take a crew report. So that should click down for all of them once we're up that high. We need to test the swivel. So let's test the swivel first. So we'll get that going. Here's our swivel right here and our hammer solid fuel booster. So no, you know what? We'll test this first because I don't have any fuel tanks. Nor do I have any decouples, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. We'll put some fins on this bitch. Shablow. Parachute meow. We don't need that. We're going to separate our staging this time the right way. Alright, let's go test our fuel booster. So right now we're testing the hammer solid fuel booster. Solid fuel boosters mean that once you launch, that is that. You can't turn the engine back off. You can't control the amount of fuel that comes out of the engine. All you can do is wait for the engine to burst, or to run out of fuel rather, and if it's about to explode from overheat, then hopefully you have decouplers on your craft, which we do not. So let's do it! Now you'll notice that this comes on, this SAS comes on every time before I launch, and the reason for that is my stability control. It's kind of like autopilot. What it essentially does is instead of me having to control constantly which way the ship is going to move, it holds it steady in one spot. Now see, this is getting really hot. Ooh! Alright, we almost lost it. We almost lost it. We almost blew. But we're good. We can take our crew report now, because we are definitely high enough. Yes, please. Take that crew report. Indeed. What is this? Hammer solid fuel booster. Cool. And we set a new world record for how high we go. Did I take a crew? Yes, I did. Okay. Yes, override existing crew report. Alright. Let's just worry about getting Jeb back down. Now it says orbit right here, but we're not really in orbit. If you take a look. We're not in orbit. We're just going to go down and come back around. We're more in a suborbit. Broken at altitude of 7,000 kilometers. Okay, now we are in orbit. Once this number up here gets past 7,000, you are technically in orbit of the planet. So now no longer suborbit. We are now in orbit, and we are making our way back down. Now I will... What is this? No, I don't want to activate navigation. So I'm going to get into what this does, this whole apoapsis and all that. I'm going to get into what that does later when we try to get into orbit. We do not have the equipment right now to build a suitable rocket to get into orbit. Alright, so we have to slow down quite a bit. That's not going to happen. No, not going to happen. Okay, so we got to think of a better way to do this. Just as a forewarning, I blow up all the time. All the time I blow up. Alright. Jeb, let's try this one more time. And launch. Alright. Tested the fuel booster. Going up, going up, going up. Now remember, we're not going to blow up, but it's going to come damn close. Damn close. There it goes. So what I'm going to do instead is, once I've slowed down sufficiently enough to start falling, I'm going to pop my parachute right off the rip. It's going to take a very long time for Jeb to get down, but sadly, I can't get him down any other way, because him free falling to the planet is going to get him over 1,000 kilometers per hour before he starts to slow down. And that's not good for your average Kerbin. That's going to make him a dead Kerbin. Take that crew report. Broke orbit for the first time. Alright, we are safe. Pop that chute. Let's get down. So as you can see from our map view, this is the lovely planet Kerbin, home to the Kerbins, and here is the Mun. And as we go out further, we have Minmus and the whole Kerbal galaxy right there. Isn't it pretty, guys? So pretty. So we are officially free-falling back down to Kerbin. We're about to break the atmosphere. Kind of looks a little like Earth, doesn't it? And we are officially back in the atmosphere. Hopefully we don't lose our parachute. There it goes, slowing us down, slowing us down, slowing us down enough. Still not enough. Still not enough. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. We are going to revert to vehicle assembly so that we don't lose any of our money or any of our parts. Come over here. Let us... where is it? Research and development. Let's research and development. Let's get some parts, shall we? This will give us a decouple and a science tank, radio transmitter. That is very important. And basic rocketry. Okay, so that'll be 5 science. That'll be 5 science. Now we have not way more parts, but we definitely have more parts to make this a far more successful flight for Jeb instead of potentially killing his poor little ass. So let's continue with the hammer solid fuel booster, but first we want to put a decoupler. This will allow Jeb to separate from the fuel. He'll be less heavy as he comes down, and he won't pick up as much speed, and we'll be able to get him down to the ground safely. So we'll put this fuel booster on him right here. Shaboop. We'll put some fucking thingies on it. Some finny fins. Parachute's already there. Okay, this is very, very important. This little antenna right here will allow us to transmit the data that we get up in the orbit back down to Kerbin without us having to land first. And we're going to put not a mystery goo container on it yet because we don't have a big enough thing. Let's check our... No, not that. Let's check that. Alright, that is our aerodynamic overlay. This is a center of thrust. And this is a center of mass. Now ideally, to successfully fly something, more so in an airplane, which we can also build later on, more so in an airplane than in a rocket ship, but what you want is you want your center of mass and your center of thrust. I'm sorry, you want your center of thrust and your aerodynamic overlay behind your center of mass from where the front of your craft is, because that's what's going to get you the lift that you need to get off of the ground, in an airplane anyway. Take 2. Let's do it, Jeb. Kicking ass, taking names. So now we have our staging right here. This is the order in which things happen for our rocket ship. You start from the bottom and you work your way to the top. So first our boosters are going to blow. Then when the boosters are all done, then we're going to decouple. And then once we're decoupled, then we can pop the chute. We can bring Jebediah back down safe and sound. Everything's hunky-dory. Let's fucking do it! Come on, Jeb. Look at that face. Look at that face. Pure joy in that face right there. Oh, Jeb. So happy to go into space. So happy. Now we're going to overheat a little bit. But not nearly as bad as we were before because we're heavier now that we have the decouple on. See? Didn't even get the little progress bar this time. Up, up, up. Alright, and now that we are done with the resistance, we're going to get rid of that. Just get rid of it completely. Let's speed Jeb up. See where he's going. Yeah. He's going to break orbit. He'll break orbit. However, now, there's our solid fuel boosters. That music that you hear, that I hear, means that we've broken orbit, because they don't play orbit. They don't play music if you're not out of orbit. So now we can take a crew report and we can send it home. And we can also grab another crew report and keep it. But once we get a bigger capsule that can fit more Kerbins, we can put a scientist and an engineer on there as well. And what they'll do is they'll make it possible to do science tests, which will obviously get us way, way more science. We also got to put a battery pack on here. Alright, see, he's getting fast. Coming through the atmosphere. Ooh, they even added nice little atmosphere lights and everything. Slowing down. Wait for this to not to be red. Boom. Pop the chute. Slow it on down. Because I put 3 parachutes on accident because I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, okay, it was just spazzing the fuck out. I thought I put 3. I couldn't figure out what was going on. If you do everything at very, very fast pace like this 4 times. Oh, you can't see it because it's behind my head, but there's a time warp bar right behind my face. Right behind my face. It's right there. Boom. So if you go at 4 times, it kind of wonks with the physics a little bit when you're trying to do certain shit. So we have returned to the surface. Yay! Yay! Come on, Jeb, to the Space Center. Oh, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. No, I don't need to go to the astronaut complex. We only completed 1 mission. I don't know how. Okay, let's launch one more time. This time we're going to focus. Instead of testing the hammer, we're going to use the liquid fuel. That way, we can get that one out of the way, and then we can also test the parachute as well. What else do we need to do? Oh, that's why. It's because there's certain sectors. Oh, those are so hard. I'm not even going to bother with those right now because I don't want to deal with having to be able to control it over this way and that way. It's just a pain in the ass. Alright, we need to test the swivel fuel engine. So what we need to do is we need to come over here to fuel tanks. And we need to put 1 on. Let's put 2 on just for good measure. The more tanks, the more fuel. And we're going to put this here swivel engine on. Put some finny fins. Alrighty. Let's launch it. Alright, Jeb. Are you ready, sir? I'm ready. Let's go. Now see, this is the one that I control. I can control the output. We can just turn it off. We can go full blast. I can control how fast I want it to go. It's a good way to save fuel and still get high. So we want to get really, really high. We don't want to blow through all of our fuel, even though we're going to anyway. So let's just go fast. And we'll test it. No. Did we already test it? Boom. Tested. Bing, bang, boom, done. Now let's test this. Oh wait, how hot does it have to be? Oh, beautiful. No, I don't want to cut the parachute. Did that count as testing it? No. Is it the Mach 16 that I got to test? It is, okay. That's why. I wasn't at the right speed. Let's revert back to launch. Revert back to launch. We won't lose any progress. We won't lose any money. We won't lose any parts. We're going to make sure that we do it at the right speed this time. Why is Valentina in here? Add slot. No, no, no. I don't want you. Are you actually a okay, if you're a pilot, then I don't care. I miss you, Jeb. Where are you? Are you out here? I don't think he's out here anymore. All right, let's go. Come on, Valentina. All right. So we need to get above 1100, and we need to stay at above 140 meters per second, but under 220 meters per second. So we're gonna just fuck with this a little bit. Above 140, under 220. Now we gotta get above 11,000. Come on. Go back down. Alright, give us that last little boost up. We'll get down. We'll get above there. Come on, 1100. Alright, and we are. Deploy. Right? It stopped us at our speed again. We were at the right speed too, and it just didn't work. That is unfortunate. Let's speed him up. Yes, I understand how physics works in this game. The bigger the ship, the more physics takes effect on the ship when you do that, when you speed up. What else do we need to do? Oh, we also need to test the flea. So we can test the flea. We'll test the flea, and then I'll call this episode here. And down we go. Now this right here, this is my G-force meter right here on the right-hand side underneath SAS. I know you guys can't see my mouse, but... And then over here is my throttle, how much power I'm giving the engine. And this beautiful, beautiful blue ball right here in the middle is my nav ball. It's so much easier to fly the ship looking at the nav ball than it is to look at the ship, because if you don't use the nav ball, it is just that much more difficult. Coming in hard. Boom! There we go. Yet again, another successful flight. Back to the Space Center we go. Let's recover the ship. Alright. We are getting up there in some science, which I like. Oh, where is poor Jeb? Here he is. Let's recover this too. Come on, Jeb. Yeah, buddy. I didn't realize you were all the way over there, bud. My bad. Alrighty, let's test the flea booster, and we will be all set today. And I think we also have to hit orbit. Do we also have to hit orbit? We do. So let's put another decoupler. Right here. And we'll put the solid hammer fueler, or the hammer fuel booster, rather, so that we can definitely get up in orbit, because we already know that some bitch gets us up into orbit. And we don't know if the flea will. Well, I know, but you guys don't. So let's just pretend that it doesn't. Alright, so our staging is set to hammer first, then decouple that, and then we are going to get the flea, and then we'll decouple that, and then we'll come on down home. I'm going to move these up here, though. Alright, let's do it! Alright. Are you guys ready? Let's go, Jeb! Oh, no. I don't want you. I want Valentine. I don't want Valentina. I want Jeb. I want Jeb. I want Jeb. Oh, fuck it. Let's go, Valentina. Up, up, and away, my beautiful balloon. It's not a balloon. It's a ship. Not even going to worry about the parachute test right now. I'm worried about the flea solid fuel booster. And pop. Alrighty, let's let this get us up as high as it possibly can before we waste the fuel in the other one that we have, because that would just be ridiculous. We need to be how high? We need to be 180. Oh, geez. Okay. So that means even though it's empty, we can still run the test on it. We just need to make sure that we keep it on the craft at all times before we get rid of it. So now we're gonna boost up, boost up, boost up, boost up, boost up. Hopefully this will get us up. That should get us up. We'll zip past. We'll go a little faster. Hopefully that'll get us up to 180. If it doesn't get us up to 180, then we just need to go back and put another one on. Is what it comes down to. I don't know if it's gonna do it. Oh, we got into the 100,000s. We're still going. We're gonna drop though. Okay, let's revert back to we'll revert back to assembly. We'll put another fuel tank on it. We'll be ready to go. Okay. No, yeah, let's keep that. And we'll put another hammer on there. Ha, yeah, buddy. Get a decoupler. Put one more of those on there. Let's go! Woo! Sorry for the jump cut, guys. I had to take a very important phone call because your buddy Axel Peacemaker just got himself a brand new jobby job. And I'm very, very excited. I only ended up being unemployed for about a week and a half, so that's the kind of turnover that Axel likes. Alright, let's make sure that we are ready to go. Hammer, decouple. Hammer, decouple. Flee, decouple, parachute. SAS on, fucking doing it. Let's go, Valentina. Now at first, you're going to notice that I'm going much slower than I was. That's because I'm heavier. It makes sense. Trust me. Flight is all about weight. Everything is done in weight. When you put fuel in an airplane, you do not put fuel in by gallon amount, you put fuel in by weight amount. And you have to distribute it equally, make sure that everything's all copacetic, everything works. So we're going to go slower, going to waste fuel, we're going to get rid of that guy. Get up as high as we can go before we start to fall, and then we'll fire the second hammer. And then once we're up as high as we can for that one, we'll fire the flee. That should get us to where we need to go. So still climbing, still climbing. When we start to just about start to fall instead of climb is when we're going to change it up. So right here. Shaboom! You don't want to get to the point where you start to fall, because then your ship has to go against the pull of gravity to get back up way more than it does if you're still traveling vertically up. So we're going to go uppity, 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 up. Hopefully we can break 1,000 meters per second so that we cruise for a bit. Nope, but close. Oh, very close. Very close. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up just a little bit so that we can get to the point. Get rid of that because that's just going to weigh us down. That way we can get to the point where I can fire the flee, and then we should be good to run the test once we get past 180,000 meters. Up, 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 up. We're almost in orbit. Almost. Let's slow it down to regular time because we're about to start to fall. Fire the flee. Now the flee's got way more power, but it also has way less fuel. So it's a shorter burst, but it's a much, much more powerful burst, as you can see from the screen shaky shake. Oh, let's hope this bastard got us up. Come on, 180. Damn it! So we didn't make it to 180, guys. I do apologize. However, we can at least decouple, and we can get Valentina back home safe and sound. And that's what's important. Yeah. Falling, falling, falling. Now see how the parachute symbol is red right here? That means it is unsafe. Obviously, it's unsafe to fire the parachute. I'm going to slow it down a little bit. Now our speed is dropping very, very drastically. This needs to be in the yellow. If it's in the yellow, it's dangerous to fire it, but it could work. And if it's green or no color at all, it's safe to use. So let's just wait for that to turn color. So now it's yellow. I want to slow down a little bit more. We're good. Pop that parachute out. Blow it up nice, nice. And this is going to be yet another safe landing for Valentina. We're going to touch down. Oh, it's way easier to see the ground. before, when I was playing before, it was really, really hard to see the ground because it's just kind of like all meshed together and everything. It was tough. All right, we have pieces of the ship exploding somewhere. But all right, that is yet again another successful flight. So let's come out here. We're going to recover Valentina, wherever Valentina may be. Valentina's over here. Recover. Yeah, buddy. Alrighty, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below. It's like right there. Don't forget to share with your friends, families, neighbors, relatives, and loved ones. I'm Axel Peacemaker. This has been Kerbal Space Program. Oh, God, this has been Kerbal Space Program. I don't know what is wrong with my English today. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys! Look at the ticker. Breaking news, Trump. We need a leader that wrote the art of the deal. All right. Well, it was not you that wrote the art of the deal. All right. Are you guys ready? Just shake it off from the digits. Let's see what we got over here. Rocket League and know about the download.
Oh, you asshole! You blew me up. Oh, dude, did you see the license plate spinning?
No.
Blew me up. The license plate spinning on the ground.
Oh, nice. That must be your special blow-up thing.
That's badass.
Oh,